Welcome back to the Exponential English Podcast. Today, I want to talk to you about something very important for English learners. Many people think fluency comes from big effort. They think they need to study for 2 hours every day. They think they need the perfect textbook. They think they need to memorize hundreds of words in 1 week. They think they need a strict plan and a lot of motivation. But very often, that is not what really helps. Real progress usually comes from small things, small actions, small habits, small moments of practice that you repeat again and again. So today, I want to share a simple idea with you. Do not focus only on intense study. Focus on daily habits. A few minutes every day can change your English more than one big study session once in a while. This is good news. Why? Because small habits are easier, they feel lighter, they feel more possible. And when something feels possible, you are more likely to do it. Let me give you a very simple example. Think about brushing your teeth. Most people do not brush their teeth for 1 hour on Sunday and then stop for the rest of the week. That would make no sense. Instead, they do a small action every day. Maybe 2 times a day, maybe just a few minutes each time. It is small, it is simple, but it works because it is regular. English can be the same. You do not need to fight with the language every day. You do not need to suffer. You do not need to feel overwhelmed. Sometimes you just need 5 minutes. 5 minutes of listening. 5 minutes of repeating. 5 minutes of speaking out loud. That may sound too small. Maybe you were thinking, only 5 minutes? Can that really help? Yes, it can. Because when you repeat a small action every day, your brain starts to change. At first, speaking English may feel slow and stressful. You hear words, but you cannot use them fast enough. You know grammar, but your mouth does not move easily. You understand more than you can say. This is a very normal feeling. A lot of learners feel this way. But when you practice a little every day, your brain begins to build stronger connections. The language starts to feel more familiar. The sounds become easier. The patterns become clearer. Your mouth becomes more comfortable. Your mind becomes less afraid. Little by little, English starts to feel more automatic. That is what you want. You do not want English to feel like a heavy test every time you speak. You want it to feel natural. You want it to come out more easily. You want less stress and more flow. And one of the best ways to build that feeling is with a simple habit called shadowing. Shadowing is very easy to understand. First, you listen to a short piece of English, then you repeat it. You try to copy the speaker, you listen to the sound, the rhythm, the speed, and the feeling, and then you say it out loud. Not in your head, out loud. That part matters. You need to use your voice, even if your voice is quiet, even if your pronunciation is not perfect, even if you make mistakes. Speak anyway. This is not the time to be shy. This is not the time to wait until you feel ready. You become ready by doing it. So here's a simple way to practice. Choose a short audio clip. It can be 1 sentence, it can be 2 sentences, it can be from a podcast, a video, or an English lesson. Listen carefully, then pause. Repeat what you heard. Try again. Do it 2 times, 3 times, 5 times. Do not worry if it feels strange at first. In the beginning, shadowing can feel difficult. You may miss words. You may speak too slowly. You may not sound like the speaker. That is okay. The goal is not perfection. The goal is practice. You are training your ears. You are training your mouth. You are training your brain. And that training works best when you do it often. This is why small daily practice is so powerful, because it fits into real life. You can do it while making coffee. You can do it while walking outside. You can do it while cleaning your room. You can do it in the car. You can do it before work. You can do it before bed. You can do it while waiting for your food. You can do it during a short break. You do not always need a desk. You do not always need a notebook. You do not always need the perfect study mood. You just need a few minutes and the decision to begin. That is enough. In fact, sometimes small practice is better because it feels less heavy. When people create huge goals, they often burn out. They say, "From now on, I will study English 3 hours every day." Maybe they do it for 2 days, maybe for 1 week. Then life becomes busy. They feel tired. They skip one day, then another day. Then they feel guilty. Then they stop. This happens all the time. The problem is not that they're lazy. The problem is that the plan was too heavy. A heavy plan is hard to carry, but a small habit is easier to keep. And the habit you keep is more powerful than the plan you quit. So instead of saying, "I will become fluent this month," say, "I will practice for 5 minutes today." That is a strong goal. It is clear. It is simple. It is real. And when tomorrow comes, do it again. 5 minutes today, 5 minutes tomorrow, 5 minutes the next day. That is how confidence grows, not from one perfect day, from many small days. Let me tell you a story. Imagine a student who feels very shy. He understands some English, but he is afraid to speak. Every time he wants to talk, he thinks too much. He worries about mistakes. He worries about grammar. He worries about how he sounds. So he stays quiet. Now imagine that this student starts one tiny habit. Every morning for 2 minutes, he speaks English to himself. Maybe he looks in the mirror and says, "Good morning. Today I feel tired, but I want to practice English. I am going to work. I will drink coffee. I hope I have a good day." Very simple, very short, nothing fancy. At first it feels awkward, but he keeps doing it. 2 minutes every morning. After a few weeks, speaking feels a little less scary. After a few months, he notices that words come faster. He has less fear. He feels more open. Then one day he joins a speaking group, not because he suddenly became perfect, but because daily practice made him stronger. This is how change often happens, quietly, slowly, step by step. Many learners are waiting for a big moment. They think, "One day I will suddenly feel fluent." But fluency usually does not arrive like lightning. It grows. It grows through repetition. It grows through routine. It grows through patience. And yes, it grows through small habits. So here's what I want you to remember. Do not underestimate small practice. A few minutes of real speaking is valuable. A few minutes of careful listening is valuable. A few minutes of shadowing is valuable. You do not need to do everything. You just need to do something, and then do it again tomorrow. Here is a simple plan you can use. Step 1, choose one short English audio, maybe 30 seconds, maybe 1 minute. Step 2, listen carefully. Step 3, repeat what you hear out loud. Step 4, do that for 5 minutes. That is all. You can also add one more habit. After shadowing, speak freely for 1 or 2 minutes. Talk about your day. Talk about your plans. Talk about what you see around you. Talk about your feelings. Talk about what you ate. Talk about where you want to travel. Talk about anything. The topic is not the most important thing. The important thing is using English every day. Use it simply. Use it imperfectly. Use it bravely. And please do not wait for confidence before you begin. Confidence usually comes after action, not before it. You speak first, then confidence grows. You practice first, then fluency grows. You repeat first, then ease grows. Trust that process. Also, be kind to yourself. Some days will feel easy, some days will feel hard, some days your English will sound good, some days it will feel messy. That is normal. Progress is not a straight line, but if you keep showing up, even in a small way, you are moving forward. That matters. So do not chase burnout. Do not chase impossible goals. Do not try to change everything in one day. Start smaller. Smaller than you think you need. Make English part of your daily life. Make it normal. Make it regular. Make it light. Let it become something you do, like brushing your teeth, making your bed, or drinking your morning coffee. Simple, daily, steady. That is where real improvement lives. Before we finish, I want to leave you with a small challenge. Starting tomorrow, practice English for just 5 minutes a day. Only 5 minutes. Listen and repeat. Shadow one short audio. Then say a few sentences of your own. Do this every day for 1 week, not 1 hour, not 30 minutes. Just 5 minutes. At the end of the week, ask yourself one question. Do I feel a little more comfortable than before? Maybe the change will be small, but small change is still change. And small change repeated many times becomes something big. So keep going, keep it simple, keep it daily. Your English does not need perfect pressure, it needs steady practice. And your future fluency may begin with something very small. Just 5 minutes today. Thanks for listening, and I will see you in the next episode.